Urashiki is coming back to the Boruto anime. Finally.
Check my clock, I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop.
Yes, you guys heard me right. Urashiki is actually coming back to the Boruto anime, and not only that, it's going to be in the midst of a brand new arc with Boruto in the Hidden Sand Village fighting alongside Shinki himself, the GOAT that actually soloed Team 7. The anime writers must have seen all of the slander that's been coming around over these past couple of weeks, over the past couple of months, where everybody's been saying the Boruto anime is just giving us lackluster content, it's all filler, and now we finally get a comparable arc that we can actually look forward to. Sasuke's gonna be involved, Urashiki's gonna be involved, Boruto's gonna be involved, and overall just a lot more content. Now the Boruto community been turned up completely upside down from this recent magazine page that have been released talking about what can we look forward to in the next arc of Boruto. Now as we know, this current arc of Boruto is dealing with Konohamaru, Remen, and also Boruto. I spoke about how I felt about this arc, I talked about how I actually did like it, but it's not anything groundbreaking, and the Boruto anime needed a groundbreaking arc. Now I do want to make this very clear, even though this arc isn't necessarily going to be about anything in terms of the manga, it's still a very important arc in the overall Boruto storyline. Now the first thing that I do want to do is analyze the actual magazine page that was released. Now the first thing that jumps off of the magazine page to me is Sasuke and Urashiki. Not only that they're on the page, but they're actually side by side. From this, I automatically think that Sasuke is most likely going to be inevitably fighting against Urashiki. And it's not just this, we've had this theory dating back since last year. I made a whole video talking about his Rinnegan versus Sasuke's Rinnegan. I talked about in multiple other videos how it just makes sense for Sasuke to be the one to eventually fight Sasuke. Not only did Sasuke look for him, Urashiki has also stated that he will also be actively looking for Boruto, which is obviously the student of Sasuke himself. So Sasuke being the master, his overall nature is probably going to be the one to protect Boruto. And of course, we would love to see a fight between Sasuke and Urashiki. Both of them have the overpowered Rinnegan, not just the regular Rinnegan, but the Rinnegan with the Tomos in it. And of course, that would probably be the best foe for a character like Sasuke to face. And one thing that I do want to make very clear is the fact that Sasuke is not time traveling, which means that Sasuke is not going to be 66% of his chakra like he was versus Momoshiki. He's probably not going to be like 50% of his chakra like he will be if he does eventually come back in the manga versus a character like Jigen. He's probably going to be 100%. He's probably going to be 100% mainly because he's been on Earth. He's not doing anything too straining in terms of his Rinnegan ability, so he will be 100% in a fight versus Urashiki. Now above that, we see Boruto and Shinki. Now of course, I spoke about Shinki and what he brings to the table. We automatically knows that he's a fan favorite. He's not like these new ninja. Shinki is all business. He wants to knock somebody's head off, and we love that about Shinki. But another thing that really went under the radar was these two characters right here. Now I do want to make this very clear. I strongly doubt that these two characters right here are going to actually be ninja. It was actually confirmed by Organic Dinosaur, who translated the magazine page, that these two were actually going to be puppets. Now one of the biggest things about these two puppets is the fact that they have the mark of the Otsutsuki main branch on their actual hat. Now of course, some of you guys might have actually forgotten what this sign was and who actually wore this. One of the Otsutsuki members that we did see wear this a lot, and not only that, he also had puppets at his disposal, was Toneri Otsutsuki. So because Toneri is from the original branch of the Otsutsuki, and not only that, he also had the sign on him, I personally think that these puppets can possibly have something to do with Toneri. These puppets were probably sent to Earth to probably even protect Boruto. So if you guys think about it, Toneri as of right now, he's pretty much sealed. One thing that he did say before, he automatically knew that Boruto had the quote-unquote Star of Hope. Because he had the Star of Hope, Toneri probably understood that some Otsutsuki members would probably try to go after Boruto, so he probably sent these puppets to eventually protect Boruto. But if you guys do read the actual spoilers and the translations by Organic Dinosaur, which I'm going to get into in a couple seconds, it could possibly be a situation where they're probably targeting the wrong enemy. The thing about Toneri and the biggest problem about Toneri as of right now is that he's sealed. He can't necessarily adjust the instructions of his puppets at any time. But of course, there's also that possibility of these puppets being under the control of Urashiki, and of course, we can't necessarily put that to bed at all, because that is a real legitimate possibility. Now going into the actual translation, and again, thank you to Organic Dinosaur. I won't be exactly reading off every single thing in these translations. I will be talking about specific points, so if you guys do want to see the whole translation, which I highly recommend that you guys do, I'm going to link Organic Dinosaur's tweet in the description below. But without further ado, one of the biggest things that we did see from this translation is the fact that the magazine did say, but there's going to be an unexpected predicament for Sasuke, who battles against Urashiki. At any rate, what is Urashiki's purpose for coming to the Hidden Sand Village? Now, first thing that I want to get out the way is the fact that Urashiki is going to be in the Hidden Sand Village, and I do want to say kudos to the Boruto anime writers. And hold on, I gotta check myself, man, because I'm giving kudos to the Boruto anime writers. Haven't done that in a long time, but kudos to the Boruto anime writers for placing this arc in the Hidden Sand Village. This is actually a very good placement, mainly because Urashiki has history with the kazekage Gaara. Not only did Gaara fight against Urashiki, but Gaara was also confronted with Urashiki twice. So it wasn't really only the first time where Urashiki pretty much stole a lot of Gaara's chakra, but it was also the second time where Gaara fought Urashiki with Chojuro. And not only that, it seemed like Gaara and Chojuro got the upper hand against Urashiki, of course, albeit that Urashiki didn't necessarily use his Rinnegan in that fight. But the fact of the matter is that Urashiki and the kazekage has a lot of history. So the placement of this arc in the Hidden Sand Village is definitely a smart idea. Not only is Gaara going to be involved, but you also bring in his son Shinki, which is also going to be involved. And I do think that's a very good idea, and I do want to give kudos to the Boruto anime writers. But of course, the biggest thing in that statement that I did read is, of course, Sasuke is confirmed, pretty much damn near confirmed, that he's going to be fighting against Urashiki. And as I said earlier, we've been speculating this for goddamn a year. We've been waiting for this fight. We've all understood how big this fight is going to be. Now, one thing I do want to make very, very certain is the fact that they didn't necessarily make that the focal point of the magazine page. If we do understand that Sasuke is going to be fighting against Urashiki, it should be a bigger deal. It seemed like it wasn't necessarily a big deal on this magazine page, and that gets me scared. What I'm expecting from Sasuke and Urashiki is possibly an episode-long fight. I expect that fight to possibly even be the climax of the arc, and not only that, I expect it to be animated similar to how episode 65 was animated. And of course, you guys are seeing the animation in the background as we speak right now. That fight specifically is supposed to be one of the biggest, and so because that fight wasn't necessarily the focal point of the whole magazine page, I'm guessing that that fight might actually not be that big. What it seems is that Sasuke and Urashiki are probably going to have an encounter, but it's probably going to be very slight. It's probably going to be a 5-minute animated fight. No one's probably going to get hurt. They're probably just going to go back and probably retreat. Urashiki or Sasuke is probably going to retreat, and I don't want that. You guys know exactly how I feel about the situation. Now, another thing that Organic Dinosaur did translate from these spoilers, it says, however, their formidable enemy Urashiki is there absorbing chakra in the village. The somehow mischievous and true nature of Gaara's tailed beast Shikaku will also become evident. Now, of course, I can't necessarily speak on the Shikaku thing, mainly because I have no idea about Shikaku and exactly what his quote-unquote true nature is. What I'm really hoping is that Urashiki is somehow manipulating Shikaku into possibly helping him out, but that has yet to be seen. But one thing that we can understand from these spoilers is the fact that Urashiki's goal in the Hidden Sand Village is going to be absorb chakra. Now, one thing that I do want to point out, this isn't necessarily going to be a target attack. If you guys recall, Momoshiki went to Earth and he located the largest source of chakra. We know off the rip, the largest source of chakra is going to be Naruto, and it's going to be the Eight Tails. Not only does Gaara not have Shikaku, so there's no large source of energy right there, what we see from Urashiki is not like that. So I strongly doubt his overall goal is to absorb chakra. I don't think that's the case. Urashiki did absorb some magnet release from Gaara. Maybe the fact that Urashiki felt that the magnet release was very helpful to his endeavors and he wants to get more of that magnet style or magnet release. I have no idea. And not only that, when we're talking about chakra relative to these godlike creatures, when we talk about Sasuke, Naruto, Urashiki, absorbing random characters' chakra isn't necessarily going to boost his ability that much. I'm pretty sure you guys seen in the early stages of the Chunin exam, we seen Momoshiki absorbing god trees and saying that this was nothing. Like Momoshiki and Urashiki does this. So Urashiki just absorbing chakra in random places, that's not his goal. I personally feel like he wanted to draw out the attention of Sasuke, Boruto, and not only that, also Naruto as well. I believe that he wanted to fight them in an open setting, and I think the desert is a very good open setting. Now, of course, it's probably going to be more complex than that. Urashiki does have the overall goal of obtaining and possibly even capturing Boruto and probably just killing him on the spot. He did speak openly about that before, so of course, this is an OG move from Urashiki. Urashiki pulling up. Urashiki knows exactly what's going on. He knows he's a hunted man. He understands the power that Naruto and Sasuke wield because he knows a lot about this dimension. When Momoshiki and Kenshiki Urashiki came to this dimension, he was the one giving them information about this dimension. He was the one telling Momoshiki and Kinshiki about the huge sources of chakra in this dimension. So it's not like Urashiki is doing things irrationally. He knows exactly what he's doing, and of course this is going to be a calculated move to possibly get the overall end goal, which is to possibly capture Boruto or possibly kill Boruto, man, because he is a threat to the overall plan that Urashiki has. I don't know what you guys think about this situation in the comment section below. Urashiki is of course a very big fan favorite. A lot of people love him, and of course I love him as well, man, because we understand that him and the Sasuke Uchiha basically have a collision course to a very good battle, and hopefully it is animated very well. I want to know what you guys think about this page. Are you guys excited for this arc, or do you guys not even care about this arc? Do you guys want to jump directly to the manga? And of course, in my opinion, I feel like this right here is probably a more important and also even a more entertaining arc than the Mujina Bandits arc. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's been your boy Baara B, and we out.
Check my clock, I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols. Reaming my body, clothing no issue. Bitch, you look sick, you need a tissue. You drop a body, I just might bless you. I'm metrosexual, no high cholesterol. Where's Jenny Craig? Bitch, just get sexual.